Now we get the truth.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. So, is it true?
There's a lot of fast guys. The receivers for sure have the fastest room overall. Croy Stewart is up there. He's incredibly fast. J. Mike is incredibly fast. Gosh, I don't want to miss anybody, man.
Where do you put yourself?
Oh, I put myself top 4.
Okay.
Top 4 up there.
Okay.
It's gonna be close. You know, everybody thinks that they're the fastest guy, so I can go a lot of ways if you ask a bunch of different people.
How did this conditioning help you guys? I mean, did you feel it today that you were in better shape as a result of that?
Oh, 100%. We really strive this whole offseason on being one of the best conditioned teams, and you got to really stress your body. You got to push yourself to a point you've never been if you want to do something you've never done before. So Coach Belton made sure of it, that we was going to be ready to go today and go out there and be able to fly around.
When you've got so many guys in that receiver room, how do you balance being competitive with each other, but also being supportive, being teammates, and all that kind of stuff?
I love it. It's easy because everybody brings something different to the table. So you may have a guy that may not be able to run as fast, but he has really great body control. So everybody kind of bounces off each other and looks like, okay, he does this good, this good. What do you do? What type of training do you outside of here to be able to cut like that? So everybody picks up off each other. So it's exciting.
What does the development of Dante Moore look like just from spring to kind of maybe where he's at now?
Night and day. He's one of those guys who's just crazy, naturally talented, but also puts in the work. Like, he's a grinder. That was one of the first things I noticed about him when he first came in. Like, he was just different, like, mentally for a young guy. It's like, wow, as an older guy, you can really look and be like, wow, like, there's not many young guys who come in with their head on that. So it's exciting to see him progress every week, and, you know, I'm excited to start. The sky's the limit for him.
Chip called him an old soul. Do you kind of believe in that, or is that kind of what you've seen from him too?
Oh yeah, he's real calm. He's quiet. He likes to joke around a little bit, come out of his shell, but he's really like laid back for the most part.
Okay.
How's he stylistically different than Ethan? The way the ball comes out and things like that.
I would say their touch. They both have amazing touch on all their passes, but their touch is the way the ball comes out is a little different. One may float it. Their bullets, their hard bullet passes may be a little bit different, but both the way those guys come in and bounce off of each other is great.
Obviously, don't expect you to say a preference, but when you're talking about different quarterbacks and how they throw a ball, for a receiver, is there a preference as to how you want that ball coming in, and you know, whether it's a laser or, you know, a lofted ball, that sort of thing?
Honestly, as a receiver, our job is to catch it. So whatever, that's our job. At the end of the day, if it comes out fast off, we got to catch it. That's our job. So we're just focused on doing that part.
You can say a preference if you want.
We really don't matter. You know, receivers, we're just like, as long as the ball comes, we're happy. Yeah.
Does it feel like it's going to be, you know, a tight battle that goes down to maybe, you know, the end of training camp?
Yeah, they all look great. They all look great to us. You know, we're just, as the players, we're kind of on the back end of that. It's going to be the coach's decision at the end of the day. But seeing everybody compete's exciting because no matter what happens, you know, guys get hurt throughout the year. So whatever happens, nobody's even worried. I'm not going to miss a beat.
When it comes to DTR was here for so long, with you a couple years. Like, is it a little different to have him not here?
You know, it's a little bit different. He has one of those personalities. He's super outgoing and stuff. But all the guys who have been here so far and came in early, like, we've been training all off season together and stuff. So everybody's really close now. We've kind of got used to the guys that are here right now.
When it comes to Ethan, you know, obviously a lot was made of his knowledge of the offense, but is there anything you've noticed where he's particularly improved dramatically, maybe from last year to where he is right now?
Oh yeah, he's a lot more vocal. He's always been a leader, but he just stepped up that game aspect, really like running stuff, like, you know, acting like he's been here. He has been here, but really just taking control. That's the biggest thing I've really noticed from him.
So you growing up in Texas, like, did you ever catch Pac-12 games, or were you mostly focused on like?
I caught a couple, but it was hard though, because you know, over there you're barely awake. The game is on. It's tough, but I caught a couple.
Okay. Yeah, any thoughts on sort of what this being you guys' last year in this conference and what's
really right now we're just focused on coming out here every day. We're not even really thinking about that. Just coming out here, getting better every day, and leading up to game one. That's really it.
On social media, I saw Justin Martin posted a video of him throwing to Carson Ryan. I was wondering, you know, in the offseason, when you're unsure of who the quarterback is, do you guys have to maybe figure out who you're going to work with on a certain day just to try to get a feel for everybody?
So a lot of times, you know, the guys will just be rotating in and out, and you never know what's going to be, but every day you want to prepare like you're the starter. So that's everybody. So you never know what could happen in the game throughout the whole season. So everybody needs to be prepared. Everybody needs to be on the same level, have the same mindset, and really know what the other guy's thinking out there. So it's not like, oh, we're going to do 1 million reps with just this guy. No, everybody's going with everybody, so we're all well prepared.
How much cross training do you guys do for all the different roles in the receiver room? Like, how much do you guys who are outside receivers play in the slot, or just get those reps in so you guys can go 4 wide and do that sort of stuff?
So a lot of times when we're on our own out there training, we kind of make sure everybody does everything, just in case. Like I said, for a game, you never know what can happen. Guys can get hurt. So the biggest thing is being prepared. So you stay ready. You don't have to get ready. So you don't want to miss a beat if anything happens. So everybody trains both inside and outside. Even if you don't get as many reps in practice at that, everybody knows exactly what they're doing. That's kind of like the standard.
And I was wondering, I think looking on your social media page, you've been active in the NIL space in the past. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on now, Congress getting involved in that sort of thing, and whether you think, it's appropriate, or is it, kind of overstepping?
Really, I would say we've came a long way from this not even happening at all to happening right now. So as a player, I'm just excited for everybody around the country who can benefit from it. Everybody's starting to really educate themselves and learn how the whole process works. It's been pretty new for everybody. So for me personally, just to see people across the country starting to get deals and figure out ways to try to get deals for their teammates and stuff like that it's really a blessing. So I don't really have too much insight on like the whole Congress thing and stuff, but I would say I'm pretty happy for all the players that are able to take advantage of that.
Speaking, go ahead.
What deals you got going?
I'm actually working. I don't want to say it right now, but I'm working on something right now.
Okay.
Working on something right now.
Speaking of NIL, you look at a guy like Chase Griffin, and we see his stuff on social media. What kind of resource is he maybe for you guys, or what does the locker room think of all the things he's doing? Because it's like, does he even go to practice? He's just always kind of doing something. So
we call him the president. You guys have talked to him. He's really well spoken. He knows how to talk to people, communicate. He knows how to network great in many different fields. So a lot of guys call him the president because we really think he could be the president one day. But he has a lot of resources, and if you go to him with a question, he's going to have an answer for you and really be able to tell you how to navigate through that field, which is incredible coming from a player. Because most of the time, you would think to reach out to somebody else, but that's exciting.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you.